Hey everyone, welcome back for some news on Game of Thrones Kingsroad. This morning we just received this new developer note introducing to us the next update coming very soon in the game. Unfortunately, we don't have any date yet, but I suppose that it will come at the end of June or maybe in 2 weeks maximum. Introducing the new raid feature, the Kraken, and more things as well, a new mechanic with the AMULET system, and they listen to the community about the RP system and other things. So let's cover everything in detail in this video. Sit down, drink a coffee if you need one, and there we go. But right before getting into it, a big thank you to all the people who considered supporting me on Netmarble website. You have been a lot, basically 2,000 already, so all my coupons expired already. But I received some new ones here, so I have 2,000 more coupons. Basically, if you want to support me, you don't need to spend anything. Just need to open one of my videos, click on that link here in the description of all my videos. You will be redirected to that website here. Just need to log in and click on support here. Then you will appear in my list here, so I can basically click here and send the coupons to everyone supporting me. At the moment, I have close to 1,800 supporters, so I will have 200 coupons left. If you want to join, you don't need to spend anything, just do that. I will find you in the list and I will send you the coupons. Alright guys, let's talk about the update, the Kraken first. If you want to know why the fuck they decided to implement a Kraken in game, basically they answer the question in the developer note. It has been adapted from A Song of Ice and Fire lore. It also serves as the sigil of the House Greyjoy if you want to know. With the update, we will have a new season pass with new missions adapted to the character progression. So for the endgame players, we will probably have some items for us. They say that basically they are introducing the Kraken and some season systems to the game to encourage people to try new builds and strategies all the time. Yeah, but if you want us to try different builds, then give us more rates on the ferocious beast and stuff like that. So we can finally craft a better weapon, and at least from one set that would be very nice. So please consider increasing the drop rates, because I farmed that a lot, and yeah, let's be honest, I consider myself lucky because I'm playing with other players and they are struggling to get some legendaries, and this is what I had so far in 1 month of farming the ferocious beast. I got 2 legendary tier 5 weapons on my main character, the assassin, reforged to the maximum, and I got 1 more that I am using on my sellsword at the moment, and that's all. But having the gear is something, then you need to have a good roll. If you are very unlucky, it will never happen, so please consider increasing the rates. Alright, so this is the gameplay we have at the moment about the Kraken. You have 5 different phases, the first one being the phase on the ship here. Basically, you have only the tentacles attacking you with large AoE attacks, and you need to focus on the different tentacles to deal some damage to the boss before reaching the next phase. Unfortunately here, we don't have the detail because the HUD is disabled. But it looks great so far, maybe a bit slow. I don't know, we have no information about the HP of the boss and how long it will really take, because probably here they nerfed their damage because it takes a lot of time. Probably with an optimized gear it will be very efficient here and we will switch the phase very fast. So this is the first phase here. If you want to see the full video, the link is in the description of my video, alright? So let's jump to the next phase. So this is the second phase. Now you are on the wall, you have different AoE attacks and you need to destroy that tentacles blocking the way. And you need to avoid the tentacle attacking from the right, because you will see that this is very fun, alright? So you have a lot of AoE attacks, you need to dodge a lot, but you need to be careful because there are more AoE attacks than before, and be careful because you have a limited amount of dodges, alright? It refills over time, but it can be challenging, especially if you can't dodge the attack coming from the right tentacle here. You will see that it made me laugh at the beginning, alright? So this is here, look at that. And the tentacle on the right. Are you ready to see that? And there we go! Boom! You're dead! That was pretty fun to see, right? But I don't know exactly how it is gonna work, but apparently here you're not blocked, you can continue progressing with your team. And yeah, there is no penalty, or maybe we will have one, I can't tell for now. Alright, so the second phase is over. Now you need to go to the third phase. You have that big circled area with a lot of tentacles all around, and you have some arrows everywhere, some projectiles. So basically you will need to hit the tentacles above the attacks and hit the Kraken in the middle. And look at how gorgeous that scene looks like. This is amazing. I can't wait to try that with my team. Unfortunately, I was thinking we could enter that with a team of 8 players, but we all locked apparently with 4 players. But maybe we will have another difficulty with 8 people, I don't know yet. They haven't communicated on that, so maybe later in the future we will have that, but for now apparently we can enter with 4 people only. Look at all the AoE attacks. You can attack the tentacles that are on the ground, and normally you can also shoot at the tentacles in the air, so they are falling in the area here, and you can continue attacking them. You can also shoot at the Kraken apparently here. It looks so great. So that was the third phase. Then the fourth phase, you need to go and use the scorpions. I don't know if they call that the scorpions in English, but you know, these weapons that have been crafted to beat the dragons in the series, and you need to use that versus the Kraken here. It looks so freaking good. The gameplay is pretty cool here and pretty unique, so I love the work they put into it. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below. So the Kraken is throwing some barrels at you and stuff like that, so you need to avoid these and continue landing some projectiles to the boss here. And finally, the last phase here, the number 5, you have the Kraken, and you need to defeat the Kraken with your projectiles and by hitting the tentacles again. If you go on the wall, you have another Scorpio here, so you can use that to throw some big projectiles to the boss. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to try that content. An amulet system. After beating the Kraken, we will have some crafting materials to craft some new gear, the amulets. We will have 3 different amulet types, different rarities, so probably the same as we have for the gear at the moment, and we can equip only one at a time. Seasonal wormwalks and beyond the wall expeditions. Basically, they are planning to add some new stages here related to the new seasons they want to bring to the game. So these stages that we currently have in game won't change, they will remain the same. But they are planning to change something about the RP system here on the Beyond the Wall expeditions. I will talk about that a bit later in the video. Same comment for the wormwalks. They are planning to add some more stages, but these ones will remain the same. So if I open the rankings, we already have the Beyond the Wall expeditions, we have the different rankings for the 4 different stages we have at the moment. We need to be as fast as we can to be in the top ranking here and to get some rewards at the end of the month, 1 time per month. So maybe they are planning to add another type of ranking for the seasonal. I don't know about it, but at least something to complete at least 1 time, 2 times to claim some rewards, I guess, each month or maybe each week. I'm not sure about it yet. And the wormwalks, we don't have any ranking at the moment, so probably they are planning to add one here. New artifacts are coming. 3 new artifacts, 1 of each rarity. The black, the driftwood, the marksman quiver, and the broken sword. For now, we have the Rhaegar's ruby, which is the best artifact to have when you are using an assassin, because the assassin is the only class who can apply some blood burst on the target, so you can take advantage of that. Same comment for the sellsword with the Endal tunic and the destruction on the target. But unfortunately, for now, we have nothing for the knight instead of the dark sister, but this one is generic because every single class can apply some burn on the targets. The new artifact being a passive sword, I'm pretty sure that this is designed for the knights only. Seasonal quests. That chapter is gonna be very fast because there is not much to say, but basically they are planning to add some new quests with each season for some lore around the artifacts and stuff like that they are introducing in game. Stormland region expansion. They are planning to open the Stormlands again, so we have a picture here. It's called the Crow's Nest, with some infiltration, psychological warfare, and political conflict, delivering the dark, grounded storytelling that defines Game of Thrones. I hope that for once, this sentence is gonna be true, because With the first quest in the Stormlands, I was expecting a better experience, and more people that are dying, more people that are crying, screaming, blood everywhere. I don't know what you think about that, but this is what I think about Game of Thrones. You need something brutal, alright? So I hope that for once, this is really gonna define Game of Thrones. So if you want to have some more detail about the story that is coming, you have some detail here, and you have 4 pictures of the 4 main characters in the story. The world boss DROGON. And they know that we can kill DROGON very fast today, and they are planning to add a new difficulty in the new region in the Stormlands, the Crow's Nest. So probably 2 different areas to kill DROGON. This will be nice for the new players, because if it spawns at the same time, basically the endgame players will be on Crow's Nest while the others will stay in the north. So if it is the case, this is very nice. RP-based content adjustments. Since the launch, many players have expressed concerns. I would change the sentence. Since the launch, many players complained a lot about the RP system. Yeah, that is more true, right? A lot of players saying that they are logging every day 5 minutes only to do the ferocious beats, and that's all. They are just farming that, and then they are shutting down the game. So they are planning to change that. Basically, the Altar of Memories and Beyond the Wall expeditions will no longer need to spend some RP to claim the rewards. Instead, we will have a reward count. So I don't know exactly, the detail is not written in here, so maybe we will be able to claim like 3 to 4 rewards daily in all these 2 contents. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be weekly, maybe it's gonna be monthly, I don't know a shit about it yet. The other activities, the bandit camps, the Echoes of the Past, the hideouts and the ferocious beast will still need some RP to claim rewards. The new Kraken dungeon won't consume your RP. Instead of that, I think, if I remember correctly, that you will be able to claim the rewards only 1 time per week. Momentum penalty removal. Enemies will have more stats, of course, so they will hit harder on you, but they won't destroy you in 1 or 2 hits only. So this is great, so you will be finally able to progress as you wish in the game. Mobile user interface and controller support. Basically, they say that they are currently working on that, and they are preparing for a Steam Deck support among the other various enhancements. Equipment. They are talking about the Hardener. They know that this is very hard to obtain some, and they are planning to add some more in long-term solutions. I don't know exactly what they mean about that, but they are planning to add some more, and this is everything that I am asking at the moment. So if we can have some more, it is great for me. But hey, don't add that in 1 or 2 months. I know you. Give us that right now, please. Other improvements. Set collection tracking in equipment crafting on that interface. So this is gonna be better because, yeah, let's be honest, every time I want to craft 1 legendary weapon, I'm trying to craft my main one, the main set I want to use on my character, and then for the rest, I want to complete my collection and set research. So they are planning to add something here to access directly the set research so we can have a view on the set research we need to upgrade. Improved mount behavior for fast travel. Oh, please, come on. This is not what you need to change about the mount. Look at how terrible is the mount movement. Look at that. If you want to turn around, it is just drifting like that. You don't have, like, if you press behind, you don't have a quick turn functionality on the movement of the mount. This is something so bad. Just for a comparison, look at what they did in Chrono Odyssey. The mount looks so much better. And it can jump as well. Here it can't. So please, I don't care about the jump, but please change how the mount is working, and it shouldn't bounce on the walls like that. Look at that. This is so bad. New helmet inclusive outfit option. They are planning to add some helmet features, tutorial skip for alt characters, so we can progress faster with the alt characters. Why not? They are not mentioning in the develop note the coupon to change the appearance of our character, but on the previous developer note, they say that normally we should have that on the 25th of June. So I am not sure about it, but maybe the update will come this week on Thursday, right after the reset. We don't have any date yet, so I'm not sure about it. Maybe it will come next week, but it will come very soon normally. So stay tuned, guys. That was Akhtar. Let me know what did you think about all of that in the comment below. Have a really nice day. Take care. That was Akhtar. Bye-bye.